I'm Martin. I'm going to show you how you can export from Lightroom for the LRPS forum and for your LRPS panel. Here I have an image open in Lightroom which I wish to export for the LRPS forum and eventually for the LRPS panel to submit to the Royal Photographic Society. And I'm going to show you how you can create a preset for doing both of those things. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on the export button down here. And I want to export to the hard drive. There's lots of options here, but we're going for hard drive. And I'm going to export to a folder which I choose later, so I can put it wherever I want. I don't want to add this to the catalogue. And if there's a file already there, I'm going to get it to ask me what to do. Now, I have a title and my authorship recorded in the metadata of the file. If you look over on the right hand side here at Lightroom, then orange and gold branch, I've got a copyright notice there, but there is an author field as well, which is filled in. You can set up a title preset in here as well, a sort of preset within a preset. So I can click on this, edit, and I want title by creator. I'll wipe that away and show you how you do it. You choose title in here, click insert, and just type space by space, and then in here you go for creator, type in, oh, we've got it twice, always delete it, and then we're done. So the example here shows what this image will show up as when it's exported. That will be its file name. For the RPS submission, you won't want to put your name in there. So for the forum, we will image, format, JPEG. I tend to stick to a quality of 90. It's up to you if you want to go higher, but it does make the file size bigger without really being able to see much difference in the quality of the output. So for the forum, I would suggest you leave it at 90, and for the LRPS submission, push it up a bit higher. We're not doing content credentials. That's an early thing from Adobe that we don't need for this. For the forum, I want to resize the long edge to be 1920. So we've got a long edge, 1920 pixels. The resolution isn't important. It's conventional to put 72 in there or something like that. And I do want to sharpen it for the screen to make it look good. And I'm going to go for a standard amount. Obviously, there's several choices that you can make here. Copyright info should be included. There's really not much point in including anything else. And after I've exported it, I want to show it in Explorer. Having done all that, over here is an Add button. So if I click on Add, then this box pops up. And so LRPS forum, and I'm going to put it in a new folder. And the new folder is going to be called LRPS demonstration. Create. I've already done this before, so I've got to give it a different name. So I'm going to call it number 2. So when I go in here now, I've got LRPS demonstration forum 2. I'm going to just choose another one completely at random. No good reason. You'll see everything changed. So in here now, it's not set up the same. But if I go back here now and click on this LRPS forum entry here, then everything will get swapped back to how we want it. Click on export. Up comes this. I'm going to stick it in downloads in a folder called LRPS forum that I happen to have here. Select the folder. And when it's done, that folder will pop up on the screen. And if I click on that, that will then be opened using the image viewer. And that image is then ready for uploading into the LRPS forum. Let's make one for the actual LRPS process itself. So again, I'm going to click on this export button down here. And I'm going to start from the one I built for the forum because it's not a lot different, except I'm not allowed to put my name in anything. So I am going to choose a preset I made earlier called title. You can have a look at what's in there. It is just title. JPEG format, we might as well go for 100. No need to limit the file sizes. The RPS want sRGB, so that's good, that's the default. And we don't want long edge for this, we need to go for width and height, because the RPS would like to have the images submitted at 4K size. So we need to put 3840 in as the width and 2160 as the height. And they're saying if a resolution value is required or asked for, put 300 in. Doesn't really matter. These are going to be viewed on the screen, so I'm going to leave sharpen for screen on and then leave this one as show in Explorer so we see it when it's done. And we're going to add LRPS demonstration, and this is going to be LRPS submission. Create. So if I now export this and I put it into my LRPS forum folder again, shouldn't really, should I? It's going to do the job. And there we have the file exported for the forum. And if I'm clever and go up here and choose width and height out of this list, height, okay, you'll see that is 3024 pixels wide and 2160 pixels high. So it's not using the full width because it's not a 16:9 image. If I click on this, it will open up in the files program. We're on Windows here, and I can zoom in and see that's the 100% view. It looks really good. So that is how you set up a preset. I have presets I'll show you while we're here. I have an awful lot of presets. If you do social media, then I've got a whole load here for that. I've given up on most of them, to be honest with you, but I've got some user presets. So I do a calendar every year, so I've got a preset which will generate the images I need for my calendar. If I make a blurb 10:8 book, then I know what sizes I need. But the one I use the most often are club presets. If you're in a camera club, I belong to two for all sorts of stupid reasons. Bognor Regis Camera Club PDI is 1600 by 1200 pixels. Storrington, we still got an old projector, so we're 1400 by 1050. So I have different presets for each one. I haven't really got time to go into how I generate a keyline. That requires a plugin. But if I were entering the RPS dig monthly, then that generates one for that. Dig PI, dig print, they're all there. It means you just can't get it wrong. So I hope you found that helpful, and I look forward to seeing your images on the LRPS forum.